Hello friends, myself Anusha from Christ deemed to be University. As a part of my curriculum, I'm going to interview a women entrepreneur, Nirmala ma'am, who's involved in more passion in baking. So as I'm also interested in baking, and I wonder how these stall cakes are being baked for weddings, birthday parties, etc. Moreover, I wanted to interview a women entrepreneur to see how trials and hardship they go through, what are the difficulties that they face being a women entrepreneur. So let's talk to Nirmala ma'am, who's the owner of Pumpkin Bakes. I just wanted to know why the name Pumpkin Bakes, or what is it all about?
I have two kids and I call both the kids Pumpkin.
Okay.
So I wanted to keep, I could not keep both the names. So
Okay.
something, so that both will like, and so I just decided to keep Pumpkin Bakes as my shop.
Nice. Okay, so when did you start this? How did you even think about beginning this bakery idea?
I started this in 2014.
Okay.
My daughter was born in 2013.
Okay.
And her first birthday, I wanted a nice cake.
Okay.
And when I went around in Bangalore looking for cakes, there was nothing to my satisfaction.
Okay.
Then I said, okay, fine, let me only make the cake.
Okay.
So I made her first cake. The first cake I baked was my daughter's first birthday cake.
Okay.
And then through word of mouth, all my people who were in the apartment started coming and asking me to make cakes for them.
Okay.
Then slowly I started taking orders.
Okay.
This before all my professional business started, I started everything from home itself.
Oh, okay. So, ma'am, now we know that baking is not an easy task. Like when we cook, we taste before serving it to people.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to baking, like you take huge orders, like 4 to 5 cakes, you bake,
Yeah.
big ones, small ones, and all that.
Yeah.
So, how do you know that this has come out perfectly? The taste is good. How do you test that, or how is it?
Yeah. So in cooking, with your ingredients, they will say 1 teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon garam masala. But in baking is actually chemistry.
Okay.
It's not even cooking.
Okay.
It is actually chemistry.
Okay, fine.
It's just that there is oven involved in this chemistry.
Okay.
And when everything we measure, we go by grams.
Okay.
So the salt will be 1.2 grams, 1.5 grams.
Okay.
The flour will be 125 grams. So
Okay.
like that. So that the scope for making error is very very minimal.
Okay.
And all the recipes that I have done is what I learned from my baking school in San Francisco.
Okay.
And the only challenge is when I'm making it here in India.
Yeah.
Our flour is very different from the flour in USA.
Okay.
Because the protein content in our flour is very high compared to the one in USA. Plus, a lot of people ask for eggless cakes here.
Yes.
In US, no one asks for eggless cakes.
Okay.
So you just have to try the recipe 2-3 times, modify it a little bit,
Okay.
change it only 10% from the original recipe,
Okay, wow.
and then we know that it is good. So when I have made a 1 kg cake, I satisfactorily can make a 20 kgs cake also with it.
Okay.
But each time I bake, I cannot cut and taste the cake.
Okay.
Once the recipe is done and it goes into the recipe book, we don't make any alterations in it.
Okay. So, ma'am, now we'll have so many struggles while trying to become an entrepreneur, or when we get into such idea, we
Yeah.
have too many challenges. So, did you have any challenges like that, or did you face anything before starting up this?
Yeah, in India, people are still not accustomed to paying high prices for the cake. They enjoy TV shows where they make big cakes. For weddings they want big cakes, but no one is willing to pay that price.
Yes.
And when you want to make a good cake, you have to put good real butter, and good quality chocolate, and all that is expensive, so it adds up to it.
Yeah.
And even when you're decorating, it takes a lot of time to finish one cake. So the pricing was the biggest drawback for me.
Okay.
But eventually, when you're really good, people know that you're good and they just come to you. It is like you have designer silk sarees.
Yeah.
They will go to that shop and they will pay whatever price it is and they'll buy. In the same way, I am very firm with my price.
Okay.
I don't budge.
Okay.
So people I cater only to niche customers.
Okay.
So they come to me and I have no issues with it.
Okay.
The other problem was finding ingredients in India. Everything a lot of food colors and all. I was comfortable only using the US colors.
Okay.
But now in my 7 years of baking career, it has expanded so much. Anything that you find in USA, you find it in India right now.
Okay.
And even
Nice.
if you order it on Amazon,
Yeah.
it is getting shipped.
Okay. So you majorly use all US products because you're more comfortable
Yeah.
with those than the Indian
Yeah, yeah,
products.
like the
Okay.
sugar lace,
Okay.
some of the straws that we use for making cake
Okay,
pops,
ma'am.
food colors, some
Okay.
of the sprinkles. But now you find everything in India.
Okay.
Not in the shops, but online you find everything.
Okay, fine. So, ma'am, now there is too much of stress. Like in a day, sometimes you might get 10 orders or more than that. So, how do you try to overcome these stress when you're baking?
So my thumb rule is I need a minimum of 4 days prior notice for a cake.
Okay.
If it's a simple cake, I will do it in 2 days.
Okay.
All the other cakes, they have to give me an order 1 week's to 5 days time they have to
Okay,
give me,
fine.
and they have to pay me 50% advance. Only then I will take an order.
Okay.
And I have a team of 5 members who work with me.
Okay.
Plus, I told you I'm a mother of 2 kids, and
Yeah.
I have to juggle between
Yeah.
family and home. So I don't take more than 6 orders in a week.
Okay. In a week, 6 orders.
6 orders I don't take.
Okay. So how is it, ma'am? You manage your family life as well as this work life. How are you trying to balance that? And that you have kids, so they
Yeah.
are going for school, as you said.
Yeah.
So you'll be you have to engage them also. You have to engage this.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
going to be very tough.
Yeah.
So
So my son goes to school at 7 in the morning. The daughter goes at 10.
Okay.
So 10:30 I'm in the bakery.
Okay.
And before that I give them a printed list about what cakes have to be baked,
Okay.
in how many inch pan,
Okay.
the flavor, the frosting, everything. So everything will be baked.
Okay.
It will be cut.
Okay.
And some cakes are even frosted and kept ready for me when I go to the bakery at 10:30.
Okay.
I start covering the cakes with fondant or sugar paste or whatever needs to be done.
Okay, ma'am.
And by 3 o'clock I wind up with my work,
Okay.
and I take pictures of the cake and I come because my
Okay.
children come home at 4
Okay.
o'clock. So the people in the bakery will add the name to it, put the bow,
Okay.
box it, put it in the refrigerator,
Okay.
coordinate with the transport team
Okay.
when the cake will go, manage payments. So they will take care of all those things.
Okay. Ma'am, so now in baking industry, too many updates will be coming up, right? Like we being a student, we'll get too many updates of this new technologies, those ways.
Yeah.
So how do you keep updating yourself regarding this bakings? Because initially, before it was just a normal cake. Then we had this cream cake. Now it's
Yeah.
become icing cake and so many varieties these days. So
Yeah.
how do you keep yourself updated to all these?
Yeah, so at least when I was a kid, I never heard of chefs coming and teaching.
Yeah.
Now it is a big business, and it is a big fashion also for renowned chefs, like
Okay.
world famous chefs
Okay.
who come to India and they teach.
Okay.
Like even last week, they had somebody from Master Chef
Okay.
from London come and teach.
Okay.
So in the same way in the baking world, there are a lot of people who come and teach.
Okay.
So they come teach frosting, they teach flavoring combination,
Okay.
how to make a carousel cake.
Okay.
Yeah, so my thing is to keep myself updated. My thumb rule is in 1 year,
Okay.
I invest in one international artist class
Okay,
and one Indian artist class.
Okay, ma'am.
But now I have come to a point where everybody is asking me to give classes.
Okay.
So I don't have time. So maybe in the future I will think about
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Ma'am, see, sometimes you might have some. Have you ever overcome any type of unsatisfied customers? Like you would have given them the order, they would have told, no, this is not what I wanted from you. I wanted a different way. This is
Yeah.
not what I told you.
Yeah.
So have you come across it? If so, how did you try to come over these situations?
So our bakery, we make the cake and we deliver it.
Yeah.
So this delivery is the biggest headache,
Okay.
knowing the roads in Bangalore.
Yes, ma'am.
So by the time the cake has gone and reached, one doll broke, flower broke.
Yeah.
That is the reason
true.
when people are dissatisfied. Most of the customers are obliging. They are like, no problem,
Okay.
we can adjust it or whatever.
Okay.
But if it's a major damage, I tell them don't pay for the cake,
Okay.
because I don't feel right on my part to even charge them for the cake.
Okay.
But in my 7 years of working with customers in Bangalore, whoever orders these big cakes never give me any trouble. They
Okay.
give me the picture on the day of the cake. They will call me and they will receive the cake,
Okay, ma'am.
and I will have the online payment. but the ones who order this 1 kg cakes are the ones who give me the biggest headache.
Okay.
So I'm thinking whether I should even take 1 kg orders these days.
Okay, so ma'am, one more question. As you're saying, this 1 kg cakes, like, what are the different types of varieties of cakes do you take, ma'am, the order?
Oh,
Like,
we
it's
have
like wedding or birthday. Like, what are the occasions you take, or on birthdays?
occasions. Yeah. So we have about 20, more than 20 flavors of cake
Okay,
with
ma'am.
different combinations. We do a lot of birthday cakes.
Okay, ma'am.
Like I think the trend now is first birthday cake,
Okay.
and they want an entire dessert table.
Okay.
So they want cupcakes, cake pops, mousse, donuts,
Yeah.
everything to go with it because they
Okay.
want a very grand table.
Okay.
Apart from that, the other birthday cakes,
Okay.
they want a custom cake, like they want a superhero cake,
Okay.
or they want a cake like a camera. The
Okay.
wife's order for the husband,
Okay.
a cake like a laptop, and yeah. Wedding cakes, the market is not very great
Okay.
in Bangalore.
Okay.
But people, I think because they have to follow their own traditions, rituals, and they don't have time to cut cake and things like that. But now these days, a lot of people are taking cakes for Sangeet
Okay.
and for engagement.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think cake is for any occasions.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
but our biggest business is birthdays.
Birthday cakes. Okay.
Birthday cakes and first birthdays especially.
Okay, ma'am, like first birthday cakes. Now you told me that varieties of cakes, like it can be a dressed, a doll dressed kind of cake, or so on like that. So when you get these orders, some might give you very customized. Do you find it difficult to get those cakes done for them, or how is it? Like, because some people you might not have done that before, and it might be the first time that you're going to try that. So how is it? How do you overcome these things?
I have no problem making any kind of cakes.
Okay.
I am that confident with my artwork.
Okay, ma'am.
And if I don't know a technique, I'll openly tell them that
Okay.
I cannot do this design. It's
Okay.
too complicated for me or whatever.
Okay.
My pitfall will be when they want a tall, about 9 inches, 10 inches doll cake, and they tell you to make it in half kg.
Okay.
That is where the problem is. In
Okay.
half kg, you cannot make a cake like
true.
that.
Right.
So that's when I tell them it should be a minimum 1.5 kg cake.
Okay.
So that's so customers need to be educated about what you're ordering. They see something in a photo, they want exactly like that. They don't want to spend money, and they want it in half kg.
Okay.
So that is the problem over here in the baking world.
So what made you interested in getting into baking? Baking industry or baking? What made you get more interested?
I lived in US for 15 years.
Okay.
And as a hobby, I would bake.
Okay.
And whatever I would bake, I would take and go to work, and everybody would eat. And I practiced as a nurse for 12 years.
Okay.
And after 12 years, I got a little tired of working ER jobs, and it's really busy and things like that. And then my husband told me, if you have a liking for something, if you want to switch career, you can switch.
Okay.
And I said I like baking, and he helped me enroll myself in the pastry program in San Francisco.
Okay.
And I took a complete culinary program classes over there, and I went to Chicago and I learned cake decorating from the Wilton School.
Okay.
And once I came to India, I wanted to start, but I didn't have I didn't have the guts to start, because everybody was like, 1,500 per kg.
Not possible.
Not possible. Who will pay for the
Yeah.
cake? So that was a big glitch for me.
Okay.
But like I told you, my daughter's first birthday cake I made, then I never stopped after that.
Okay.
And she is going to be 7 next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am, like now when you're baking, sometimes the ingredients go wasted, or there might be excess of it. So how do you overcome all these? Like sometimes there might be excess. Next cake you might not require those materials. How do you manage with those?
See, flour, butter, sugar, cocoa powder, all those things are standard. They won't get spoiled.
Okay.
Sometimes we bake excess of cake.
Okay.
And because we have to tort it, like cut it and give it shape and things like that. So those extra cake, there is an Anganwadi close to where we bake.
Okay.
So I send it to the Anganwadi, and the children are very happy to eat the leftover cake that we give them.
Okay. So in which are you very much specialized in making cakes? Like you have a lot of variety of cupcakes.
Yeah.
So which is the best one that you make?
The
like,
cakes.
Yeah, cakes.
So a lot of variety that we make. Our best sellers is the Belgium chocolate cake.
Okay.
Like yesterday also for Father's Day, today's
Yeah,
Father's
Father's
Day.
Day.
Yesterday I just made a mango cake,
Okay.
which everyone at home said it is very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cakes that we make, but our specialty is cakes.
Specialties.
Layered cakes.
Okay. And ma'am, now what do you tell to the entrepreneurs who are yet starting? You know, sometimes when they start, they might see a lot of failures. So they might say, no, this is not possible for us, especially women's, because in this competitive world, it's too much tough for a woman to establish herself. So what is your advice to all the women out there who's watching this video?
First, do your homework. If there, you need to know that this is the business you need to do, and you will get clients, you will get customers, you will have positive cash flow at least in a couple of years. You need to do your homework.
Yes,
How many bakeries are there in that area?
Okay.
How many people buy birthday cakes? You have to do your groundwork.
Okay.
The second is you should train yourself. Don't think I will hire a chef, the chef will make the cake and I will do the business.
Yeah.
You should train yourself in such a way that one day you will be baker, one day you can be decorator, one day you will even have to wash the vessels, clean the floor, do everything if nobody is there, because it is your business.
True.
So you should be well equipped with knowledge wise, skill wise and things like that. Third is don't invest too much in showing off your business, like a grand shop and things like that. Start small, be very steady, and talk to as many other entrepreneurs who have done this business. Few may tell you honestly, few may not tell, that's okay. But you talk to people, get advice, but don't get advice from people who have not done this, because they will discourage you. They will tell, oh, cake, who will buy? There is cake for 200. There's cake for 200 and there's cake for 2000. But there are people who are buying 2000 rupees cake. So you should decide whether you want to cater into the market where you make 100 kgs of 200 rupees cake, or you're going to make only 10 kgs of 2000 rupees cake. So you should be very clear what you want to do. You should give yourself at least 2 years time for the business to go somewhere forward without expecting any money. And then slowly the business will start. Whatever it is, cake business, soap business, printing business, knitting, whatever. And your best customers will be the ones who have eaten your cake or tasted your product.
So ma'am, like how do you promote your products? Like usually in Facebook they will promote, or in TV ads we will get about cakes, some kind of advertisement will be happening. So when it comes to in your case, how do you promote your products to the customers? How do you reach out to the customers?
Like for me it is mostly word of mouth. I think food business, it has to be word of mouth. If you went somewhere and you ate a biryani and you go and tell your friends, I had biryani in that place. No one will ask you how much you paid for the biryani. They will ask, where is the biryani place? And they will go there blindly. It's the same in any food business, even in the cake. Like one child's birthday, there will be at least 20 other parents and children. So when they cut the cake and eat the cake, they all go to the birthday parents and they ask from where did you order the cake. So I always get through references only, I get orders.
And the last question, how do our viewers, if they want to get orders, if they want to give you the orders, how do we get in touch with you?
I have a Facebook page and Instagram page. It's called Pumpkin Bakes. So you can get in touch with me on Messenger or WhatsApp or Instagram. I'm quite active on all those three social media.
So is there any time specific, ma'am, that they have to get in touch with you within this time, or is it possible any time?
No, at least a week's time notice I need. Now all the way till July 10th, I'm booked with orders. So it gives me a better chance to prepare, plan, because I'm charging them for a custom cake. So I have to do justice to it by spending my time and effort on it.
So it was nice talking to you, ma'am. Thank you for spending your patience and giving us your time. It was really a pleasure talking to you. Hope our customers get back to you regarding after watching this video.
Thank you, Anusha.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nirmala A. pastry chef in pumpkin bakes as well. We started this about 7 years ago in 2014, and I just started it as a hobby, as a passion, where I made 1 kg cake a week. Now our business has grown. We do close to 25 to 30 kgs of cake in a week's time. We are very proficient in custom cakes, fondant cakes, whipped cream cake, buttercream cakes, but we make it for occasions. Like if you want the cake in the shape of Narendra Modi, we will be able to do it for you. That's our specialty. I started as an entrepreneur, like I told you, 7 years ago. So like no business, even cake business is not very easy. So anyone out there, I would say do your homework really well before taking any orders, and be very honest. If you're not able to do any particular design, be very honest, and talk about the good things about yourself, what you're able to do, what you can offer, and always be honest in your business. If you have started using a particular brand of chocolate or Amul butter, once your business grows, don't get into getting the pre-made mixes and you're adding just water to it and making cakes. Those are very cheap cakes. If you started as a elite business, you should continue that. You have to use Amul butter, you have to use good quality chocolate or maida, oil if you're using canola oil. So you have to be very, very honest in the food business, because once the customer eats your product, your business should talk for itself, rather than giving your visiting card. The product itself should talk for your business. That is what my motto is. So I don't believe in taking a huge number of orders and not being able to deliver it. Even though I have 5 people who help me in the bakery, I look into each and every cake that goes out of the bakery for delivery. So that's my business. It's called Pumpkin Bakes. We have a Facebook page and an Instagram page. You can follow that. I have about 10,000 followers right now in Bangalore. Thank you.